Every ladder ends at a door, and somebody is always standing in it. At the top of mine stood a champion named Castellano, a body puncher who broke men in half and smiled doing it. He wore the belt like he was born in it, but the belt was never his. It belonged to the man in the dark box above the lights. It always had. I had won enough that the city finally knew my name, enough that they couldn't pretend I wasn't there. So they did the only thing they had left. They invited me in.
A title shot, Mickey. The real thing. The belt, live, the whole world watching. You earned it. Sign right here. Don't read it too hard, just sign.
Ozzy said it was a trap.
They want you to fight for the
Boone
title,
said it
but
was a
something
trap.
doesn't feel right.
They were both right.
Everything I've worked for.
I signed
It's a trap,
anyway.
isn't it?
You don't climb the ladder by refusing the rungs they hand you. We watched the champion kill men for a week. He had one true thing. He went downstairs to the body until you folded. But a man who lives in the body forgets how to take it up top.
Look, everything he
all on
owns
the
is
body.
downstairs. The liver,
Judges are
the
bought.
ribs, the gut.
The whole fight
He
is
hasn't
rigged.
needed his chin in
You go in
years
there, we're
because
dead.
nobody survives the body
Bank
long
the
enough to
rounds.
test it.
Survive
So
the
you
body.
survive it,
Take
and
the
then you
chin.
go upstairs.
Survive him, outbox him, beat him bloody, won't matter. Those judges already know who's leaving with that belt. I built the machine, kid. I know how it pays out.
I went to see what a bought champion looks like up close. A penthouse, servants, a private gym he never sweated in. He shook the fixer's hand like a man collecting rent. Under all that gold, he wasn't a fighter anymore. He was an investment, and investments get protected. So we trained for pain. Boone buried his fists in my ribs until I could breathe through it. Ozzy taught my feet to keep walking when the rest of me wanted to fold. Live in the fire long enough to
Don't lie.
bank the rounds, then
Stop.
steal the fight up top while he was still hunting my liver. Kingsway again. The champion came in wrapped in the belt like a flag. I came in the way I always do, alone, with the lights off behind me. And up in the glass, Marlow watched his money walk to the ring.
You're the gutter rat they sent to make me look human. Stay down when I put you down, and maybe you walk out tonight. I get paid either way.
He found my liver in the first 30 seconds, exactly like the tape promised. It folded me in half, and then I did the thing he had never once seen a man do. I straightened back up, and I walked into it. Round by round, I paid the toll downstairs and collected up top. Clean shots to a head that had forgotten how to be hit. And somewhere in the middle of it, the perfect champion started to look human. His crowd started to turn. By the last round, he was marked up, gassed, and scared, and I was still coming forward. When the final bell rang, we were both wrecked, but every soul in that building knew it. I had beaten the man. I had won the belt. Then the machine did what the machine does. The referee raised my hand, and the men in the suits raised their pens.
After review, the bout is overturned. A technicality, you understand. The champion retains. It's nothing personal, Mickey. It's just how it was always going to go.
They carried the belt back across the ring and buckled it onto a man I had just beaten in front of the whole world. Up in the box, Marlow didn't even blink. He hadn't come to watch a fight. He'd come to watch his machine work. I stood there with empty gloves and a full house screaming my name, and none of it counted. For 5 years, they beat me in the dark. Tonight, they did it in the light, on live television, and dared anyone to call it what it was. That was the night the mask came all the way off. And for the first time, I could see the whole machine. They built the perfect boy to prove I was an accident. He lost, live, in front of everyone. And up in his glass box, Marlow was finally out of monsters.
It's real. The names, the payouts, all of it. I helped write the thing. You don't want a belt anymore, kid. You want to burn it all down. I can get you to the ledger.
There was one thing left he could put between me and the top. A belt. And the man who holds it.